Hi there boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. I've got a couple of good games for you in this particular video. As you can see, I'm platooned up with Frost 136. We're both riding out on Copperfield, and we're both driving the BDR G1B, a tier 5 French heavy tank. And I know we do have a number of newer players who've recently joined the GTC clan who are still getting to grips with the basics of the game, so I'm just going to explain some of those concepts in this video. Forgive me if you're a more experienced player and you already know this, but they are things that pretty much all players experienced and new really should be trying to introduce into the gameplay, and one of those is focus firing. Now you can see Frost's footage in the top right split screen there, and when I say focus firing, basically all that means is more effective, obviously, when both of the players are in comms, and this becomes absolutely vital in tournament play when you've got 7 players all on comms. But it does give you the ability to call out an individual target and have all the team's guns focus that one target, and by doing so you are able to individually remove enemy tanks from the game very, very swiftly. So as you see there, Frost and I both targeted the BDR G1B when he pushed forward a little bit too far, and we got him cleared. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing here to the Churchill. As you can see in Frost's screen, he's got a look at the Churchill. He's managed to just stick a shot in there, so now I'm going to push around on this guy and do the same thing. And with both of us effectively focusing the same target, it does enable us to reduce the enemy tank's hit point pool very, very quickly and get him cleared from the game. And that's exactly what you want, and we're going to pretty much do that across this entire heavy flank. So now we've got rid of 2 of the enemy heavies, we're going to close in on the KV here. And again, we get him removed very, very quickly. So we have effectively cleared this this flank. And that has put us in a strong position in this game. Now it is 4 tanks apiece. However, Frost and I have managed to maintain our hit point pool. I make a terrible mistake at the moment, which is going to massively reduce mine. And this is another basic concept of the game that new players really do need to get into the habit of doing. Now I want to push round on this M4, but I've taken a bad angle here, which means when I push round this corner in my rush to try and get shots on him, I come out completely sideways instead of angled up. And as you can see, I very, very quickly take a couple of shots into the side there, which basically means that I've lost most of my hit point pool. Now that I've managed to get the tank angled properly, I'm starting to take bounces. But that's nearly half my hit point pool gone there just from that one silly mistake. Now the M4 here is potentially making the same mistake. He's pushing sideways. Frost is targeting the M4. I get a nice look at the Leopard here. I managed to get a nice shot into him. So he's a one-shot for any tank on the team. Frost is getting into it with the M4. A teammate helps Frost clear him up, and then Frost goes in and clears up the Leopard for the win. So a couple of very basic concepts of gameplay there, but ones that are vital if you wish to be successful in platoon or in tournament. 3 kills apiece for me and Frost there. Not fantastic damage numbers, but a good example of platoon play. Okay, here we have a Thief 2015 from my own clan, GTC1, and he's rolling out in the Tiger 1 on Port Bay. One of the things, I featured one of the Thief's games a little while ago, and one of the things I noticed is what I thought he was doing was that he snap shoots a lot, i.e. he's not going down his sights to take shots at enemy tanks. Now he sent me a message saying that actually he does suffer from really bad lag, and that sometimes gives him what appears to be very glitchy gameplay. I know that bad lag is a feature for a lot of players. Frost 136, for example, I think we were in a game recently, and his ping spiked up to about 9,000, which virtually made the game completely unplayable for him. So I'm not certain whether or not this is a habit that a Thief has just got into, where he's not going down his sights, or it is a lag issue. So I'm hoping he can clear that up for me. But he's effectively looks like he's relying on his auto aim. rather than going down the sights there. And at close range, that can be very, very effective. However, if you do that a lot, you're not actually targeting vulnerable parts of the tank. If you get a tank that's angled up, you might draw more bounces. So certainly going down the sights is I think an important gameplay strategy to get into, but again, I'm not certain if it is simply the lag issue that a team gets and it doesn't come out properly on the video. I know certainly later on in this game he actually does use his sights to very, very good effect. Now he's playing quite well. He's done over 1,000 damage. He's picked up a kill. But he has taken an awful lot of damage, so he is pretty much a one-shot for anybody on the team. However, his gun is still in the game, so as long as he's careful, he can still put in a very good contribution to the team here, and that's exactly what Atif is going to do. He pushed quite aggressively at the beginning. That cost him a lot of his hit points, so now he's going to play it a bit more carefully, and that works out very, very well for him. The Greens are very quickly reducing the red team's hit point pool, and Atif here is doing his best to look after his tank and still keep his gun in the game, and that is going to prove to be a good strategy for him. So the red team have now gone a tank down, and there are a number of low hit point tanks in the town area there. That's at least one or two now that are probably one shots for some of the tanks on this team. Atif isn't going to rush down there. He's going to play this patiently. He's managed to get himself just over 1,500 damage so far, and yep, the red team tanks now being taken out rather ruthlessly. And here Atif, see, he takes a shot where or appears to take a shot where he's knocked down his sights. It doesn't come off for him, so then he's down his sights, and now he is targeting the most vulnerable parts of the enemy tank there, and that works out a bit better for him. He manages to whack 2 shots in pretty quickly, get the clear for his second kill, and a good game for the green team there. So well played indeed, Atif. 1,800 damage, second class mastery, couple of kills, and also an excellent game from the 252 on that team. Over 4,000 damage, which is an excellent performance. Okay, our last game is Wirebird89 from Tanks for Driving Carefully. He sent me a few replays before in this tank, the S35, and which he has affectionately named the Bathtub of Doom, which is a very good description for this tank. It's got reasonably good armour for its tier, it's got an excellent gun for its tier, and a pretty fast reload, and Wirebird plays an absolutely fantastic game in this tank. So pushed out on the he's pushed out on the heavy flank here. He's managed to get a quick shot into the TD there, who was driving across trying to get into position. He's not going to get too aggressive with it. He's going to make sure that he's looking after his tank and take shots when the opportunity arises. Doesn't manage to quite get one into the SU there, who was making his turn. However, although a lot of the enemy tanks have not been spotted, you can see that that somebody on the red team is attempting to cap the base, and it looks like potentially that the enemy tanks are not going to contest this flank. And that is something I've touched upon in other videos, where if you do leave one flank uncontested, you do run the risk of this being sniped across the map, and Wirebird is effectively going to take advantage of that. He's already taken care of one tank, waxing some damage into a second, so he's taken 1 kill, and he's still got a full hit point pool, as have 2 of the green tanks that are next to him. This is the risk if you do only push one flank. However, he hasn't really got targets to engage at the moment, so Wirebird looking to relocate pretty soon, and the green tanks that have pushed into the town are a little bit separated now. So Wirebird's going to do his best to get across. Nice power slide down the rock there, Wirebird. Nice move, and pretty good turn of speed this tank as well. So he's going to head across now and try and put this gun to good effect. He's been instrumental in clearing the 2 red tanks that have already been taken out. And he's doing a very good job of looking after his hit points, which becomes actually quite important for Wirebird later in the game. Now, one of the green tanks is attempting to do what the red tank did unsuccessfully, which is cap the base. It's something that quite often you do see newer players do, attempting to cap the base in a classic game. It very rarely, I would say, very rarely comes off. And if the action isn't around the base, then sometimes that does mean that you've remained inactive for a vital part of the game, and you're not getting your gun to good use. So it's not a strategy that you tend to see a lot at higher tiers in the game, to be sure. However, Wirebird is still putting in the damage here. He takes a bit of damage there as a return shot comes back, but he does have this tank now as a one-shot, so he's going to try and get him cleared. So he gets him cleared up there for his second kill, and it's a very even game. It's down to 3 tanks each now. There are a number of good targets for Wirebird here, but he does the right thing. He wants to push around on the one-shot tanks and get their guns cleared, so he clears up Mr. Leopard there for kill number 3. Unfortunately, he has now also lost a teammate, so it's a 2-on-2. So a very, very tight game. He's managed to rack up just over 1,000 damage now, so he's going to push around here and see if he can get another clear. And as he pushes round here, he manages to just get the shots into the TD there before the TD can turn and fire, and he clears him up for his 4th kill. And now he's going to get he's going to get pushed on here by this T-34, and goes in for a bit of ram damage there. And he's using his fast reload to good effect. However, the enemy tank also has a pretty fast reload, so this is going to come down to who's got the slight advantage in the hit point trade here. Takes a nasty bit of damage there, but gets his gun reloaded and clears this guy up for his 5th kill. Absolutely outstanding play there from Wirebird. First class mastery, well deserved. Top gun, high caliber, a Radley Walters for 5 kills, and just under 1,700 damage, which is excellent performance for that tier and that tank. So well done indeed, my friend. Okay, boys and girls, I'd like to thank Frost136, Atif 2015 and Wirebird 89 for their replays. Thank you all very much for watching and supporting the channel, and as always, good hunting and bye for now.